today that one of the most annoying aspects of airline travel could go bye-bye. Secretary Napolitano is indicating that we may not have to take off our shoes anymore at the airport security lines. And Dana, this is in response to Richard Reed, the Brit who was one of the Al-Qaeda terrorists that tried to blow up his shoe a couple of months after 9/11. But so millions and millions of Americans have had to take their shoes off since. Are we any safer than we were then?
Yes, certainly. I think that we are for a lot of different reasons, not just the shoe reason. And obviously, they've come to a decision at Department of Homeland Security that it's not necessary anymore. And this is really good news for the pull-on high-heeled boot industry, because it is impossible to wear your high-heeled boots on a plane, and so therefore you end up wearing like slip-on mom shoes that are not very attractive.
Greg, I'm sick of you of seeing people's feet in the airports.
No, actually, no, that's a big turn-on for me, Eric.
So have you not seen the communities?
I'm actually kind of sad over this, but here's the story here is what they're replacing this with. They said they're going to be devoting time to these highly developed techniques.
Technology.
They're talking about profiling, but they won't say it's profiling.
Wait a second. Now you're sounding weirdly foot fetishy. They're not going to profile your feet. Oh, she's got.
No, you know what I'm talking about. It's the thing they never said they were going to do.
Right.
They're now going to.
So now it's the dirty secrets out in the open.
By the way, what do you do with the 55 pairs of shoes you carry? I mean, that's only
I strap them to my back.
But
yes, and go through the
I have a trouble with that with my high heel boots too, getting them off. But I'll tell you something. You know what drives me crazy about that? You get in the wrong line at security, and you get a bunch of jitrules who've been there, who've not washed their feet in about 3 weeks.
Oh boy.
All right, man,
I don't know
I
what
don't even know who that is, but I think we're going to have to apologize.
We had a little.
Sorry.
I don't even know what that meant.
We had a little heated argument yesterday, but people want to know: are you guys friends? Are you guys still good? We're good, right?
I love you, man. Yeah, we weren't arguing. We were just having a disagreement about socialism. And listen, I love this guy, and I feel sorry for him. He was dropped on his head as a youth, and that's why he's got his politics screwed up.
In my love for Bob wanted to talk about food stamps, so we were going to talk about food stamps, even though it's kind of a hard turn. But the food stamp program now, the program's gone from about a $30 billion program to $65 billion. So all these different various retail establishments want to get involved. Now restaurants want to be involved. They want to be able to take food stamps.
Well, I was sort of hoping that I would hear from some of my other friends here.
So, no, but here's
so much for the love.
This is important. Restaurants want, because now that means you can go ahead and use food stamps to buy prepared foods. In the past, it was only raw foods and fruits and vegetables.
Right. So this is a question that Americans are going to have to grapple with, right? Because if you go to the grocery store, there are some things you can buy with food stamps, some things you can, and you can't have like a policeman sitting there and deciding all of this stuff. And the food industry realizes there are a lot of people now, 44.5 million Americans on food stamps, and they'd like a little piece of the action. And frankly, those people would like to order food at those restaurants, right?
But, Greg, what do you think?
That makes sense.
You don't care what they use the food stamp?
Look, I mean, you know what? Fast food, I'd rather have them eat food than not eat food. So what do I care?
Okay,
really?
yeah, listen, this is because people are, let's break it down, okay? Restaurants want some of the business, too. Everyone's hurting in the economy. They say, why should the grocery stores get the cash? We want to be able to be entitled to it. Right now, it's against the law. So you've got groups like Taco Bell, McDonald's, Long John Silver's, all these places that say, show me the money. Can you blame them? But listen, I don't know that I want to micromanage somebody's belly. Okay, if they want to go to take their family to dinner or do something like that.
Bob, how do you explain from 2005 to 2010, the program went from $30 billion to $65 billion? A
whole lot more people out of work. But let me just say, I want to endorse a conservative proposal on food stamps, which has come out of many conservative think tanks. I know it's going to surprise a lot of people, but I happen to favor this idea that these wingnuts are up with, which is to replace food stamps with dumpster diving lessons.
Okay,
so
you know
that you can get food that way.
That's
about
crazy.
what you think about the. No, listen.
That's the only reason why we did this segment is for that joke.
No. First of all,
what a waste of 3 minutes.
Love it.
Just so right.
See, first of all, food stamps is not a waste. It is a very vital program when people are out of work and need to feed their kids.
Should people be able to go to, I don't know, Long John Silver's or the Palm or the Capitol Grill,
McDonald's, and get a Happy Meal?
Anybody who shows up at the Palm with food stamps are going to get run out of the joint anyway by all the lobbyists and all the rich people. I mean, look,
it does
very
get to
few
a broader
people would
point
use
that it is almost more it's more expensive to buy healthier food, and then it takes longer to prepare, and it doesn't taste as good. This restaurant I was at this weekend, they charge you $2.50 to substitute the vegetable of the day instead of the French fries. $2.50 is a lot. If
And
you're living on the
also,
edge.
people on food stamps are not going to be going to high-priced restaurants and burning out their food stamps for the month in 2 meals. I mean, it's just not going to happen. These people need food stamps. We ought to continue to give them. I don't care how much the program grows.
I know. The only thing I worry about is the burgeoning cost and the fact that there is some
so
indicia.
what?
No, indicia of fraud in the program as well. So
What
that's
does indicia mean?
indication, evidence to support that, in fact, there's fraudulent acts being committed that people are perpetrating to sit there and get food stamps when they really don't need them because they're doing just fine and they can afford the meals.
All right, Bob, we're good, right?
We're great. I still don't understand that. But that's okay.
Coming up, not a day goes by where some elite leftist Hollywood celebrity isn't complaining about something or another. But what's shocking about our next story is it's about our president, President Obama. The five continues.
Nothing but faith in nothing.